Good morning, teachers and friends. Today we're going to present about accounting unit 4.1 to 4.3. My name is Ferdyan.
My name is Sean.
My name is Ferdyan.
My name is Owen.
And we're going to start our presentation now. Next page. Alright, so for 4.1, it's going to be the introduction. It's going to introduce us about the double entry bookkeeping system, assets, liability, expenses, and also income. For 4.2, it's going to tell us about the ledgers like sales ledger, purchases ledger, and general ledger. For sales ledger, it is the ledger where the accounts of credit customers are maintained. For purchases, it's the where the credit suppliers are maintained, and for general, it's the rest. Yeah, it's general. For 4.3, it's gonna be the so-called cash book. There's gonna be cash book and also bank book. For cash book, it's the cash. For bank, it's the next page. So for 4.1, it's each business uses a double entry bookkeeping system. Each asset, liability, expense, and income has its own ledger. Each debitor and creditor has a ledger. As your business grows, account increases. Divide ledgers into sections for further control. Alright, so what is the double entry bookkeeping system? So as we see here, the date is 15/1/23, the synchronous receipt loan. So when you receive a loan, you get cash into, you receive cash as a loan. So it's gonna be a debit because your assets increase. So the debit will be placed here. But because it's debit, the debit will be above the credit. And now we have loans payable. So it's a liability because you owe something to someone. Liability is something you owe. So because it's liability, it's going to be placed in credit, which is below debit. And as you can see, debit and credit have the same value.
Next, 4.2, division of ledger into specialist areas. A division of ledger is the ledger that is divided to multiple oscars. Oh,
Can you go? Sorry, I forgot to change.
division of ledger is a ledger that is divided to make it easier to use. Similar accounts are kept together and maintaining the ledger is shared between different people. A draw account helps with checking, and its division also lowers the risk of fraud. Next, 4.2, division of ledger into specialist areas. These are just the key terms that we're going to present. We're going to talk about specialist ledger, sales ledger, purchases ledger, nominal ledger, and cash books. Firstly, purchases ledger. Purchases ledger, also called as creditors ledger, is or trade payables ledger, holds the accounts of all credit suppliers. In this table, it shows all the purchases we did. The purchases ledger shows all the suppliers, and it would be placed on the credit because it's something we owe by buying goods from a supplier. Next, nominal ledger. The nominal ledger, otherwise referred as the general ledger, keeps all accounts except for cash books and the bank account, but has the accounts of credit customers, supplies. A nominal ledger keeps all accounts except the cash account, bank account, and the accounts of credit customers and supplies, but contains the accounts for assets, liabilities, expenses, income, sales, purchases, and returns. The nominal ledger has shown, this is an example of the table. They have shown most of the important things like the account receivables, sales, revenue, purchases, account payables, rent, expense, and cash. Types of accounts in the nominal ledger. There are account called assets account, accounts are also called real accounts. Accounts for expenses, income, and capital are called nominal accounts. Cash books. A cash book records all the money that goes in and out of your business. You use it daily because it replaces the need for separate cash accounts in the ledger. You record cash and bank payments on the right side and record bank receipts on the left side. You always show the balance at the end. So, not yet. This is the example. This is the example for the cash book. It shows everything. It shows all the payments you would do for that goes in and out of your business. Next. Process flow. A process flow is a step-by-step visual or written representation of how a particular task, activity, or business process happens. So step 1, the credited sales are entered into the sales ledger. Step 2, the credited purchases enters into the purchases. Step 3, all other transactions are entered into a nominal ledger. Cash and petty cash transactions are entered into cash books. Step 5, control accounts are used to check accuracy across the ledgers.
4.3 two-column cash book. Two-column cash book records both cash and bank transactions side by side. Key terms are cash column records all cash and cash receipts and payments. Bank column records all money deposited or withdrawn from the bank. Debit side shows money received. Credit side shows money paid out, and double entry system. Every transaction has two effects, a debit and a credit, to keep accounts balanced. The cash column records all cash received and paid. You enter every cash payment and receipt here. This helps you track your cash balance. In October 1, 2025, the details here says opening balance. So the opening balance total is $500. The October 2 shows cash sales. It's put in the debit account, so that means the balance is added $300. In the paid supplies, it's put on the credit side. That means the owner have to pay $150 and the total balance now is $650. The bank column. The bank column records money going into and out of your bank. You enter deposit as money in and withdrawals as money out. This helps you keep track of your bank balance. In the opening balance, the total balance is $1,000. You got deposit from sales, which is debit, and you got $500 from it. So the total balance now is $1,500. You got withdrawal for bills. They have to pay the bills. It costs $300. Now the total balance is $1,200. Debit side. The debit side is the left side of the account. You got money coming in or assets increasing. It shows the business owns or stands. The credit side. The credit side is the right side of an account. You got money going out or liabilities increasing. It shows what your business owes or earns. The double entry system means every transaction is recorded 2 times. Once on the debit side and once on the credit side. It helps keeps the account balanced because every amount of money has a source and a use. Here's the equipment account. This is the credit one. Depot machinery. This is October 1, 2025 to date. The details depot machinery. This increased their inventory, that's why it's put in the debit side. In October 1, this is for machinery and the credit of $4,000 is put in the credit side.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Any questions, miss?
Any questions?
If you have any questions, you can know. You got plus point, and the one who can answer got plus point. No one wants?
It's a win-win.
Okay, if no one wants, it's my question time, yeah? Okay, Ferdy. Now, you said sales ledger and purchases ledger is strictly for credit customer and credit supplier, right? So, what is the name of the account that will contain the cash and bank sales?
It is the sales ledger and the purchases ledger.
So sales ledger contains all the cash, bank, and credit sales.
That's the general ledger.
So cash and bank will be in which account?
In the general ledger.
How about the cash and bank purchases?
That would be the purchases ledger.
So purchases ledger contains all the cash, bank, and credit supplier.
Yes.
Okay. Now, John, without seeing the slides, mention 3 types of division of ledger.
Oh, the ledger. There are purchase ledger, nominal ledger, and sales ledger.
Okay, give me one definition out of those 3.
Purchases ledger is where a ledger that shows all your purchases
All purchases.
and credit supply.
What does it mean by credit supplier?
The supplier.
The account you buy from.
Do not that. Individual or score. What does it mean by credit supplier?
It's a supplier that uses credit on purchase.
Repeat slowly, loudly. Supplier that.
It's a supplier that do purchases on credit.
So who purchased the goods?
The supplier.
From? Okay. Owen, nominal ledger. Give me nominal ledger definition and 3 examples without seeing the slide.
So nominal ledger is basically like the general journal which places most of the transactions from both sales and purchases.
For both sales and purchases.
Yeah, basically.
Give me 3 examples of what accounts is under nominal ledger.
Trade receivables, asset liabilities, and expenses.
Okay. Now, Fred, why cash sales is at debit?
Because cash sales, they receive the money because they sell.
Okay. And what is money?
Money is cash, asset.
That's what I mean. Money is? So, what is the nature of asset when asset increase? Okay. What about withdrawal for bills? Why is it credit?
Because they have to pay.
Okay, you paid the bill. So what happened when you paid the bills?
They lose money. This goes in the credit side. Credit side gives out money.
Yeah, why is it credit?
Because they pay bills.
Pay bills. What happened with the money? From the business account,
They lose money.
they lose money. Money decrease. Okay. All right. Thank you, class. Oh, you have questions? Sure.
Can you go back to the nominal ledger?
What is the
This one?
Why does nominal ledger keeps all accounts except cash account, debit account, and accounts of credit customers and others? Why not those 4?
Because those accounts are already maintained in the sales ledger and also the purchases ledger.
But then why does
No,
but contains accounts for asset, liability, expense, income, sales, purchases, and returns?
Because this is only like the accounts that you use in like for the business. This is to take care mainly for the sales and purchases, basically, and everything else is.
Because are you asking why there's sales and purchases in the general ledger?
I'm asking why sales and purchases are included in the general ledger, but those other 4 accounts aren't.
It's your slide, Owen.
the nominal ledger prioritizes all these because it's mainly for like the business who this is to keep track of like the sales and purchases. Mainly the sales and purchases, and everything else is basically on a different ledger.
Can I start?
It's okay. I'll give you 2 points. It's a good question.
But like,
They cannot answer anyway. It's wrong. Okay, done. Thank you guys. Okay, let me clarify ya.